Bow bow, tick it down, bow bow, tick it down, bow bow, tick it down, bow bow, bow bow, tick it down, bow bow, tick it down, bow bow, tick it down, bow bow. We don't even need an intro. I got it covered. What's good, YouTube? Everyone here, back again once again, and today we are here for the PokéMonday show, and oh my lord, this week from E3, so much has been released regarding Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I don't even know where to begin. Let's just get into it. Probably the most shocking thing that came from this past week is the introduction of Mega Swampert and Mega Sceptile. They will now be joining the ranks of Mega Blastoise, Mega Charizard, Mega Venusaur, and Mega Blaziken as the only starter Pokemon to obtain Mega Evolutions. When both Mega Swampert and Mega Sceptile Mega Evolve, they gain new abilities, and Sceptile actually gains the Dragon typing. Now, this comes straight from the Pokemon website. It says when Swampert Mega Evolves into Mega Swampert, the strength that it needs to act in the water is increased, and it can use its tenacious power both on land and in water. Upon Mega Evolving, Mega Swampert gains the ability Swift Swim. Despite its large body, its speed will fully double when the weather is rainy. With an improved attack stat, it'll put a quick stop to foes. Now, I don't know about y'all, but up until this point, Mega Venusaur has been my favorite Mega Pokemon, but Mega Swampert, just off design alone, is so powerful. Look at those big forearms. He just looks like he's about to bench press a bus and then eat it for breakfast. My lord. Coming from the Pokemon website once more, it says Sceptile's Mega Evolved form is Mega Sceptile. Thanks to the power in its quick legs, Mega Sceptile can be on its opponent in a flash. When it Mega Evolves, it gains the Dragon type, and its Dragon type attacks become more powerful. No shit, it's called Stab. It also has the Lightning Rod ability, which absorbs the damage from electric type moves to raise its own special attack, a big advantage especially in double battles. Now, there's been a lot of speculation as to why Mega Sceptile has been given Lightning Rod as an ability. It just seems kind of awkward for Game Freak to just up and give Mega Sceptile a random ass ability of Lightning Rod. I've heard all different types of explanations from in real life stuff, such as geckos can actually hold some sort of electricity or static in their spine. Don't quote me on that. Do not quote me on that. I'm not a gecko expert. It's just rumor mill that's been going around. And all the way up until in-game reasoning, such as Mega Blaziken and Mega Swampert both have speed boosting abilities, and since Sceptile's already the fastest of them, let's give him an ability that almost prevents him from being, or from having his speed cut in general, you know, because the Thunder Wave and stuff like that. So I don't really know off the top of my head why they gave him Lightning Rod. Still, it's very, very unique, it's very, very diverse, and like I said, it's going to be amazing in double battles for him to have Lightning Rod. Moving right along, however, we have also been granted two additional Mega Evolutions, one being Mega Sableye and the other being Mega Diancie. Besides that, we don't know jack shit about them. We don't know if their typings change, if they do at all, if they get a different ability, or what's going down with them. All we know is that they get Mega Evolutions. A ton of people have been saying that Mega Sableye has been a given for a while now because its partner Pokemon, Mawile, was given a Mega Evolution at the introduction of 6th Gen. Now, the next question is, what will Mega Sableye's ability be? There's been a lot of speculation going around whether or not it'll keep Prankster, maybe it will get Wonder Guard, or maybe it'll get stance change because it's behind the gym. I've heard all different types of stuff, but for myself, personally, I feel like whatever its ability is going to be will greatly determine the usage of Mega Sableye, because when it comes to Mega Mawile, the thing that makes it so amazing is the fact that they give it huge power, which doubles its attack stat, making it so colossal that when it hits you, you feel that. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what ability they give Mega Sableye, or whether or not they'll leave it as Prankster, because Prankster is kind of sort of what made Sableye relevant when it comes to competitive battles, because before that, like I said, that base 380 stats is just so spectacularly mediocre. I just can't help but find someone else that does the job better. When it comes to Mega Diancie, however, a lot of people have been scratching their head as to why Game Freak would go ahead and give Diancie a Mega Evolution when a majority of us don't even have access to the Pokemon yet. At the end of Mega Diancie's announcement trailer, it said that Diancie will be available in X and Y, but the Diancieite, or Diancie's Mega Stone, will be available in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So clearly, they're going to use Diancie as a promotional tool to get people to go out and purchase both games if you don't have them already. But with all those basic Mega Evolutions out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to the legendary, the Primal Reversion, the Primal Mega Evolutions for Mega Groudon and Mega Kyogre. Actually, they're not even called Mega Groudon and Mega Kyogre. Technically, they're Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. Again, coming straight from the Pokemon website, it says, through Primal Reversion, Groudon's powerful attack grows even greater. It also gains the Fire type, raising the power of the Fire type moves it can learn, and it appears that its ability might get a boost. Look forward to more details about the power hidden within Primal Groudon. The biggest thing to come out of Primal Groudon is the fact that it gains an additional typing. It's now Ground Fire. I'm sure a lot of us as kids expected Groudon to be Fire type because Kyogre's water and fire kind of sort of balance each other, but as we got older we learned Groudon was just pure ground type, but now he's been given that additional fire typing, that just makes Kyogre whoop that ass even more. When it comes to Primal Kyogre, again quoting the Pokemon website, it says, with Primal Reversion, Primal Kyogre's powerful special attack will grow even greater. Plus, look forward to more details about Primal Kyogre's ability, a power hidden within this awesome Pokemon. Now, when comparing Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre to their previous forms, they grow exponentially in size, and it also mentioned that Groudon's ability gets a boost. A lot of people have been speculating that now we're going to, instead of having just 5 turn weather, Primal Groudon's drought is going to become permanent. Now, when it comes to Primal Kyogre, however, it is not directly mentioned that its ability will stay the same. When they speak about Primal Groudon, they sort of kind of mention that its ability gets a boost, whereas with Primal Kyogre, it states that it has an ability, a power that's hidden deep within this Pokemon. So we could see Primal Kyogre having almost the exact same effect on its ability as Primal Groudon does, in the sense that its drizzle will now become permanent, or it could have an entirely new ability altogether. We just have to wait and see. Last but not least, we've been given a slew of new screenshots from the new Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire games, the most notable of them all being the new Rustboro City Gym. We get to see the inside and what is presumably the outside of it as well. Personally, when I'm looking at the outside of the gym, I'm kind of disappointed a little. When I did these videos on my own channel, I was so hyped I didn't even notice the badge symbol on the building. I just assumed it was a Pokemon Center because of its size. I mean, look at it. It kind of sort of resembles a Pokemon Center. However, in traditional Pokemon logic, the inside of the building is much bigger than it appears on the outside, and as you can see, Roxanne's gym has been upgraded tremendously with the inclusion of new fossil statues, fossil constructions, whatever you want to call it, along the walls. In my opinion, Roxanne's gym is incredibly impressive indeed. There's also been hints of secret bases. Now, secret bases have not been confirmed to make a return in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but people have been noticing little indents in walls on screenshots. As you can see here, as you're talking to Steven outside of Fort Tree City, everybody knows that in the original Ruby and Sapphire games, there is in fact a secret base along the wall there next to the water, and here you can see an indent of sorts as well. So secret bases more than likely will make a return. For additional screenshots of a ton of stuff that's in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, make sure you check out the links in the description. When I say that there are a ton of screenshots, I literally mean there are tons and tons of screenshots. There's so much stuff that's been released for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire already, it will blow your mind if you have not seen it yet. With that being said though, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of all this new Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and let us know, are you Team Mega Swampert, the winners? Are you Team Mega Sceptile, or are you Team Mega Blaziken? You gonna stick with Mega Blaziken, who's been out for 6-7 months, you know? Whatever floats your boat there, buddy. And of course, make sure you smash that like button down below for us if you enjoyed this week's PokéMonday show. With that though, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You know me, YouTube, Nappy 182. I'm out.